step at a time.
How can you rediscover dormant interests or talents when feeling lost?
How can we reawaken forgotten gifts when lost?
Life often buries dormant talents and interests under the weight of responsibility. As routine sets in, former passions fade into the background. But when feeling lost, rediscovering old hobbies or latent skills can provide ballast amid uncertainty. Reconnecting with activities that once lit us up realigns us with our core vitality. Let's explore ways to excavate dormant or forgotten talents when seeking direction. Reflect on childhood joys. What creative outlets or subjects fascinated you as a child? Revisit these with beginner's mind. Review old journals. Glimpses of who you were can spark inspiration to rediscover fading interests. Take personality tests. Assessments highlighting natural strengths provide clues about latent abilities. Talk to loved ones. Friends and family may recall forgotten talents you've minimized. Go through storage. Boxes may contain evidence of passions pushed aside over time. Experiment playfully. Dabble and explore without judging what you should pursue. Follow curiosity. Consider pivots. How might former hobbies or interests evolve to fit your changed lifestyle? Reframe skills. Transferable skills from past jobs may point toward a new purpose. Observe envy. Note what activities spark fascination when others do them. What desires does this reveal? Allow serendipity. Synchronicity can guide you to rediscover forgotten talents when you least expect it. Remain open. When feeling uninspired or aimless, reflecting on the past for clues illuminates the way forward. Developing dormant talents creates meaning, and interests that once sparked joy likely still hold power to enliven you. Their embers, though dimmed, can be fanned into flame once more. To begin, identify activities that fed your spirit in earlier life phases. Perhaps high school sports, college courses, old artistic hobbies. Revisiting these sparks reflection on who you were then versus now. The contrast reveals how your passions evolved alongside your identity. Next, without judgment, carve out time for immersive engagement. Many shelved talents remain viable when dusted off. For instance, a former athlete may rediscover their love of movement through recreational sports rather than competitive exertion. Or a one-time artist might adapt their craft to suit changed lifestyle needs, finding fresh inspiration. Be playful as you experiment with rediscovering old joys. Follow curiosity without pressure to monetize hobbies or master skills right away. Relaxing into enjoyment for its own sake liberates forgotten talents suppressed by perfectionism. Pay attention to envy too. Sometimes we minimize desires from within by projecting them onto others. But their pursuits that captivate us often reflect forgotten parts of ourselves ready to be integrated. For example, perhaps you admire a friend's singing voice and assume you lack talent yourself. But you may discover renewed passion practicing vocals through low-stakes play, even if skills remain rusty. The joy of rediscovering a forgotten outlet matters more than the outcome. Or you may envy a peer's environmental activism, assuming you don't have time for a cause. But getting involved with local advocacy unexpectedly ignites meaning. A forgotten but still relevant interest becomes central to your purpose once more. Of course, temper expectations, realizing that not every past passion holds the same allure now. Tastes evolve. What fascinated you then may seem frivolous or draining today. Release guilt over abandoned hobbies that no longer fit. Focus instead on rediscovered interests that align with who you are becoming. Be willing to reinvent past joys to meet current needs. Ultimately, it's not the activity itself, but the way it nourishes your spirit that matters. Pay attention to quickened pulse, expanded perspective, and increased vitality as signals you're reawakening a dormant gift. Follow what energizes you now, even if outward forms differ from the past. While rediscovering old talents, also notice new interests emerging. Life stage changes reveal previously unknown gifts, often arising as antidotes for what's missing. For instance, a now retired accountant unexpectedly unearths artistic talent after a lifetime focused on logic and metrics. Pursuing art provides brain balance absent from past work centered solely on numbers. Or a parent who shifted from fast-paced globe-trotting to domesticity rediscovers travel's joys through armchair adventures. Reading satiates the craving for discovery formerly met through frequent flying. Opening to new passions is equally restorative. The wounds of feeling lost require not only revisiting past joys, but discovering present potential not yet imagined. Of course, expect ups and downs as you reintegrate shelved interests. At times you'll feel discouraged, realizing skills faded after years idle. But don't give up prematurely. Passions require sustained nurturing to blossom again. Have patience with the process of excavating dormant talents when lost. Small steps consistently taken ignite lasting inspiration, much more than intense efforts made for a short burst, then abandoned. Most importantly, remember that reconnecting to outdated versions of yourself will only go so far. Lasting hope emerges when you rediscover skills and interests that align with who you are becoming, not who you once were. Mining the past for clues guides you forward, not backward. Trust that forgotten parts of you never permanently disappear, though they may remain dormant for a time. When feeling lost, life invites you to reclaim these lost fragments of soul and weave them into the next phase of your becoming. Have faith that exploring what enlivened you at earlier stages of your journey will reveal glimmers of who you are evolving into now. The memories of yesterday offer hints about your soul's calling today. Each time you rediscover a forgotten interest, you unearth another lost piece of yourself. Gradually, these coalesce into a mosaic, revealing a bold new direction, birthed from the best parts of your past. By reawakening dormant passions, you diversify your inner world with new energy and insights to help you move forward. Stay open to reinventing the familiar as you cultivate joy on your continued path of rediscovery.